Wolfenstein here, and allow me to welcome you guys to Vampire the Masquerade Swansong. Also, allow me to fix my game capture here, because apparently it wants to act all fucky-wucky. There it goes. Alrighty. Well, so welcome back, everyone. Yes, some of you may remember that I did play this before on this channel. However, I have decided that because I did not finish it, and because it has been so long, that I would start it over and go back to playing. So this is going to be my next. This is going to be my new run through of this game. I'm going to be adjusting some of the settings real quick. Mostly the graphics stuff, because I like a borderless window. Mostly because, when I talk to you guys, or when I type stuff out on the computer, I want it to basically be, as it should. But that does require me to do some more adjustments here. So, but I want to thank everyone who's in the chat tonight. I want to thank everyone who's stopped by to see. It's a lot of fun here, and I hope everyone is gonna appreciate it. So let's just jump into it. September 4th, 2019. The Boston court is in turmoil. A code red alert has been issued, which means a major crisis has occurred. MM, Leisha, and Caleb are summoned by the prince. For those of you who are new to Vampire the Masquerade, it is a vampire TTRPG set in the modern world. A lot of fun, too. It's like a really great game and a great TTRPG. It is my TTRPG. Vampires walk among us. Unknowingly, we've built their cities, fought their wars, and sated their hunger. For centuries, these creatures have been organized into rival sects, the largest of which is the Camarilla. Or Camarilla, depending on how Italian you feel. In its domains, Camarilla courts enforce the Masquerade, a global conspiracy hiding the existence of vampires from the mortal world. Breaking the Masquerade is punishable by final death. Yeah, don't fuck up. In Boston, vampire factions have long been at each other's throats. After much conflict, Hazel Iverson, the new prince, has sealed a fragile pact with a group of blood sorcerers known as the Hartford Chantry. This alliance will not only provide stability to the domain, but will hand the prince the blood trade, the trafficking of blood and mortal victims that serves the needs of the vampire elite. Tonight, the undead will celebrate.
Try this. Focus on your vision.
Ugh. Welcome to the city of Boston, everyone.
Did you feel it too?
Take your stuff. We're getting out of here. We've got a problem.
Call them back.
For those of you who do not know what that is, that's a pager.
It's the prince. We must go quickly.
Come on. Damn it. Hurry up.
Calm down. Maybe it has nothing to do with the party.
You know full well I was in charge of it. If anything goes wrong, it's my head on the chopping block. Fuck. Damn it. It took Hazel months to convince the Hartford Chantry to ally themselves with us. So they finally accept, and then bam, a code red. There's never been a code red in Boston, damn it. This has gotta be bad, MM.
Do.
It's not like you had anything to do with it. I'm sure.
You don't get it. I was in charge of organizing the party.
But security is Jara's problem.
Yeah,
normally.
except Jara is a member of the Primogen. I'm not.
But you're a harpy. The prince will cover you. You know she's always looking for an excuse to take him down a notch.
We'll see.
What do we do next?
When everyone's safe, we move on to phase 2. We clean house.
Did you say this is the first code red in Boston?
Ever since the fall of London, protocol is no longer a laughing matter.
Whatever. They've been harping on that for 4 years now. They took away our internet access. Our smartphones.
It's called risk mitigation, that's all. A code red is an alarm signal that's sent to everyone to say, watch out, we're all in danger. And everyone runs to shelter at the nearest safe house. For us, it's with the prince. It could have been worse.
I'd have preferred worse.
You're not even listening to me.
What do you mean by we clean house?
Getting rid of our archives, our documents, anything that might betray our network and relationships.
What comes after phase 2?
Just pray that it never comes to that.
Come on, tell me.
We run, we leave everything behind, and we go into hiding. As far from here as we can.
There's no way I'm leaving Boston. Everything I have is right here in the city. It took me years to build my clubs. I've worked too hard to give it up now.
You won't have a choice. I know you hate coming here. Are you gonna be alright?
What do you think? I know how to behave, Jay.
Yeah, I know. Just keep your cool, and it'll be fine.
Ah, my little darlings. You're here at last. The fear that something horrible had happened to you terrified me.
No call for theatrics, April.
The prince asked to see you as soon as you arrived, Amin. I wouldn't dilly-dally if I were you. As for you, Journey, someone's triggered a code red. If anything has happened over there, I'll hold you personally responsible.
You know, back in the day, nobody could bat an eyelash without you knowing about it. You must know exactly what Jay's being blamed for, don't you?
Imen. My dear Imen. I adore you. Really, I do. But darling, please. You're way out of your league here. This alliance with the Hartford Chantry is crucial. The prince is on edge. We can't get through to anyone over there.
What does this have to do with Jay?
She was in charge of the whole thing, for goodness sake. Listen, both of you. From now on, I don't want to hear another word out of either of you. The prince is furious. Journey, you're coming with me.
I don't see why.
And as for you, Hazel wants to see you. Right now.
It's gonna be a long night.
Long night indeed.
Miss Lewis, welcome.
Who's she, Galen?
Mem Lewis.
She smiles like a toreador.
Letters etched in bold right upon her teeth.
What about that bearded guy who's swallowing his bile?
Dejan Siaka.
A Tremere warlock, then?
Keep him at a healthy distance. With a sideward glance, he could make the blood in your veins boil.
Is court attendance usually this sparse?
We should have all left by now.
Are you worried about the Code Red?
I'd hate to be Caius right about now.
Why?
He's second honcho of house security. This promises to be a busy night.
I know what you mean. It's one thing to have been told that the Nosferatu don't age well. It's another thing to see it for yourself.
It's by no fault of their own.
Do you think you'll be able to ask the prince tonight if you can embrace me?
No. Now is no longer the time.
And he is your child?
Mr. Beryl Underwood. Tread lightly. He's a member of the Primogen.
They're the check to the prince's power.
The check and balance. They backed Hazel when she rose to power after Quentin came. They'd hoped to control her.
What? Things didn't go as planned?
I just have a feeling she will surprise them. Never forget that the court is a chessboard. We are monsters, and we sacrifice pawns. If you want to be a major piece, then behave accordingly.
But
Nothing can happen to you here. We're in the prince's house. She must be finished by now. Wait for me. This won't take long.
It's out of the question, MM. I won't let her get away with this.
All right. Calm down, Dejan.
Where's Journey?
What's it to you?
Don't start with me. She was in charge of the party. She has to take responsibility for this.
Leave her out of it.
It's too late for that. Don't waste your time covering for her. She's not a kid anymore. I haven't heard from my child, and no one's able to get through to them over there.
Go on then. Go and save Imani and stop wasting your breath.
There are rules. Need I remind you? We're all stuck here.
You're such a good boy.
You'll never change.
Dejan.
What? Oh, come on, Hilda, she needs to grow up.
leave us.
I don't need your help.
Mem, please.
Stop calling me that.
I I was worried about you.
You still haven't moved on, have you? You're always getting in my way.
Lower your voice. People are staring.
Do you know what this code red is all about? You're in the Primogen. You must know something.
I'm in the same boat as the rest of you. Apparently, it was from one of Moore's retainers. That's all I know.
Who's that?
Jason Moore. Don't you remember him? He's the human who manages our interests when the sun comes up. He handles our assets, errands with the banks.
What does he have to do with this?
I don't know. It now seems that Miss Hazel Iverson, the mighty Prince of Boston, is no longer on speaking terms with the Primogen. As if now were the ideal time.
She asked to see me. Do you know why?
My best guess is that she'd like to talk to you about Journey, of course. I always warned you that girl was trouble.
Yeah, sure. I've gotta go. Hazel must be upstairs. I'd better hurry.
What about Jara? I haven't seen her.
Councillor Drury.
So that came out some of you a lot of pretty quickly. The Vampire the Masquerade is set up as the Camarilla, as it explained in the opening cutscene. Or in the opening little credits there. The Primogen basically is a council of vampire, or kindred as they prefer to be called these days, and they essentially follow the prince's letters, or in some cities act as the check and balance system. The prince is the ruler of the town, so in this case it's the Prince of Boston. Prince is a gender neutral term when it comes to the Camarilla and vampire, as is Baron for that matter, though they also use the term Baroness. But Prince is a gender neutral term, just means the leader of the Camarilla in that area. Lots of things to be ascended here, but I'm going to go through them, leave them on screen for a bit. The Camarilla kindred is a term for a vampire. The Masquerade is the great conspiracy of hiding vampire from the world of mortals, designed to protect. The Hartford Chantry is basically a group of... the clan is Tremere. They are the blood wizards of the vampire world. And their chantry, for the most part, they act pretty independently, but they can be bargained with. A retainer is a mortal in the service of a vampire, commonly a ghoul, which is a type of human bound to a vampire. Terms are usually interchangeable, with retainer being the polite term. The Institute must blend in. Hunger is basically the desire to drink blood that all vampires have. A ghoul, a mortal who drinks a vampire's blood, becomes something both more and less than human for a time. Basically, it's a ghoul. It's Renfield from the old Dracula book. Generation is each step between a vampire and the mythical sire known as Cain. Yes, that Cain, the one who killed his brother Abel. Very much a biblical start here. The final death is basically when you die horribly. Embrace is when you bring a mortal into being vampire. They call that the embrace. So the Shu Huang, I think her name is, or Shu Feng, she was asking Caleb if he would turn her into a vampire. In the Camarilla, you have to ask the prince's permission before you can turn someone into a vampire, or you will be executed along with the vampire you embraced. Diablerie is the act of vampires drinking the soul of another vampire. Very actual thing. Coterie is a small group of kindred, but united by a need for support and sometimes common interests. Vessels, a source of blood. Blush of life is the ability for the kindred to force blood through their body to make them appear more human-like. A blood bond is the one who drinks from a vampire enough that they become connected to them. Very much the master-servant relationship from all of vampire folklore. And then the beast is the vampire half of a person. There are 2 sects in the world. Well, there's technically 3 sects, but the 2 biggest ones are the Anarch and the Camarilla. Anarchs are the new sect. Anarch's Baron is the leader over a domain. But to put it bluntly, the Camarilla is organized in a very feudal structure. There are rules, regulations, like very, very feudalistic society. The Anarchs are more of the free of anyone with power can have power type of deal. They're a lot more lawless. They're a lot less militarized. You could argue they're a lot more free, although they have to constantly like fight and make sure that they are safe from themselves as well as each other. It's a hassle. I am not an Anarch. I am a Camarilla vampire. My actual clan that I seem to be drawn to is the Ventru. As my friends say, I am Ventru with Malkavian tendencies, because unfortunately I am crazy. Of course, I've also played as a Tremere. I played as a Tremere in a game known as Nashville by Night, Mr. Ace Ray. I really enjoyed playing him. Then, of course, the Primogen Council represents the majority of the Camarilla factions. Normally, it's individuals for each clan. It can be different special interest groups. Red Salon, a low, comfortable place where all the Boston kindred who can afford it go to enjoy mortals that have been expertly prepared by Dr. Richard Dunham. It's apparently where the party was being held. The Prince, a vampire who's claimed to give an expansive domain as their own, generally a city, and supports that claim against all others. The clans, these are the different clans. There are technically 13 of them. A clan is a bloodline. Basically, each clan can be considered a type or like a subrace of vampire or kindred. And there are technically 13 of them. The clans that are most famous are the clans that are listed here, and these are also the clans we will be running into in this game. Clan Bruja, the learned clan, the rabble. They are basically the revolutionists, the down with the bourgeoisie, the anarchs in body, mind, and soul. Very, very much the thing. The caitiff are actually the clanless, or the orphanage, or the orphans. They are kindred who have no blood ties to their clan. They don't have a lot of the same abilities. They don't have the weaknesses or the clan bane or the compulsion. They are very much they're clanless. And it's a bad thing to be clanless. However, in their clanlessness, they have unintentionally created their own clan. The gangrel, the wolves, the animals, the ferals. These guys are more in tune with their bestial nature, or the beast. They often live out in the wilderness. They often bond with animals, and can even turn into animals. Very much the beastly kind of vampire. The Malkavians, the clan of the moon, the children of Malkav, or the lunatics. They're the straight-up crazy people. And I know that sounds a little harsh, but they are. They are psychically connected to one another. They are constantly, they mess around with the mind and the brain. And their clan bane, the flaw in all of their clan, is they inherit or are susceptible to some kind of mental disorder. As you can see, schizophrenia, depression, obsessive compulsive disorder, traumatic PTSD, you name it. They can be high functioning or broken, is the term that they kind of use here. Many of them are high functioning. but some of them are just unfortunately not functioning. The Nosferatu, the clan of the hidden and the sewer rats. These guys are your ugly vampires. Straight up, when they are embraced, it's a 7-day ritual that warps their body. This is where you get the vampires that can never pass for human. Like the one guy we saw who looked like he got put through a meat grinder. That's him forever. That's his clan. He is a Nosferatu. They are often used as Camarilla security, and they are the information brokers of the Kindred world. Unfortunately, they are hideously ugly because that is their clan bane. It's unfortunate, but they're kind of awesome. Clan Toreador, this is the clan MM belongs to, the clan of Roses, the Divas. These are the beautiful, the elegant, the very charismatic kindred. They are the kindred that you romanticize. They are your suave debonair kind of guys. The Tremere are your usurpers, your warlocks, and your blood magic users. They have the only kind of magic that really the Camarilla has access to. Though there is another clan that has access to blood sorcery, but that's for a later time. Ultimately, the Tremere have their own structure. It's called the Pyramid, and the Tremere are actually more loyal to their clan than they are to any sect. The Nosferatu are much that way too. And then finally, we get to my clan, the clan of kings, the Blue Bloods. These are the leaders of the Camarilla. These are the old aristocracy. These are your powerful business moguls. Trump, Elon Musk, even Jeff Bezos would all belong to Ventru. Heck, I mean, even some presidents would belong to Clan Ventru. But ultimately speaking, these are your prominent peoples of power and ruler. Alexander the Great was probably a Ventru, to be perfectly honest with you. But the Clan of Kings, they control more between them and Clan Toreador. They control the majority of Camarilla cities. That just means cities that are loyal to the Camarilla.
What a shitty night. Hazel must be pissed. What the hell could she want with me?
Who knows? I'm actually currently running a game Fridays from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And it is set in Reno, Nevada. Called Reno by Night. It's a Camarilla campaign. I highly recommend for anyone who wants to play. I do have a spot open right now. It is a paid spot, of course. $15 per person per session. I do apologize if I seem a little lackluster in talking. Mostly it's because there's a lot of cinematics here, and I don't want to get in the way of the conversation. I do have subtitles turned on for those of you who, don't hear or happen to have something going on, or basically are split focused. It's really helpful, and I always find that subtitles help me make sure that I'm hearing things correctly, because my ears don't work so good. Also, it's medicine time, so those of you who take pills and need to take them, make sure you take them. This is Leisha. She is a Malkavian.
Mom, penny for your thought?
Nothing, Pumpkin. What were you saying?
Swap pictures again? You're not going back to the Institute, are you?
No, don't fret.
That's the place where vampires go when they, unfortunately, are
I don't like it when
unstable.
he takes you away.
He's my psychiatrist. He's helping me so I can be with you. Mom has a little trouble sometimes. Remember? I see things that haven't happened yet. And I forget others.
Yes, I know. And you have to slumber so you can rest all alone sometimes. But 3 years was too long.
But now we'll be together forever. We'll be inseparable.
Like 2 peas in a pod.
Yes, exactly.
Mom, what's going on? Why does everybody look so upset?
I think something serious is happening. I'm worried. I still haven't seen Richard.
what do we do now?
I was told to wait here because Hazel wants to see us. There are grown-ups coming, and your mother needs to talk to them.
Oh, then I'll go hide, because grown-ups talk to me too much.
If you want, sweetie. But don't wander off. Go on. Show me what you do to make sure no one spots you.
Okay, here I go.
That is a power called Obfuscate. It allows kindred to turn themselves invisible.
Leisha. It's been a while.
Hey, MM.
When did you get out?
Just tonight. Hazel wanted to see me.
That means she's extremely worried about the situation.
That or she's a major drama queen.
You shouldn't make light of the situation. Believe me, there aren't many of us who have experienced the Code Red and survived.
Thanks for the heads up, Professor Bazori. First Siaka, now you. Why won't anybody give me a break tonight?
Because you're a brat.
You asked for it.
Or maybe if you behaved in a manner more appropriate to the circumstances and our setting, then you'd better understand why everyone is so nervous.
Siaka jumped down my throat. Was I supposed to let him take his nerves out on me? No, I'm sorry. That's not how things work, Bazori.
We must all remain calm and accept any help we can get, even from the most unusual sources.
That's surprising to hear. Coming from you. At least your certainties come from a more solid source than a prophecy from a child of Malkar.
You don't know what you're talking about.
All I'm saying is that whatever the problem is, your hallucinations aren't gonna help us solve it.
Yet many of the things I saw ended up happening. Quentin King's disappearance, Hazel's rise to power, your breakup with Hilda too. But you're probably right. It's just Hazel and her flair for the dramatic.
Only time will tell.
Good evening, ladies, sir. The prince shall see you now.
Alright, so. She is, this is Lewis. She is a rebellious star. She is very much the, she's a talker. She's a Toreador. That's what they do. So we're going to give her... We want to give her... We'll start with Jack of all trades for her, I think. I think that's the best way to go for her. Because what we want to improve her social abilities, being a Toreador. Excuse me. So we will go ahead and do the Jack of all trades for her. So this is the character sheet. At the start of a scene, previously earned XP can be spent to improve characters' abilities. We want... Nah, I don't... let's just do free. Make it easy on us. So, for her, we want to improve her social attribute. So, there we go. And then we want to improve, if I remember correctly, we want to improve, well, I say remember correctly. Really, it's an RPG. You could do anything you want. However, let's give ourselves the rhetoric discipline. And we'll also give ourselves... You know what? We'll cancel that upgrade here. We'll go ahead and get a persuasion. You know, let's see. There we go. Yeah, I like it. Let's just make her queen social. And then disciplines. These are our disciplines: celerity, super speed, presence, super charisma, aspect, super senses. But yeah, no. So just keep in mind that it's, you know, best to you know, it's a good idea for this game specifically, and more RPGs like it, it's always a good idea to kind of make sure that you're playing something you enjoy playing, but also something that you might be able to take the best advantage of. I think for me, I'm going to go with celerity here. Because I want her to build discipline in something. Yeah, I think a quick one here. I don't think we need more than 2 dots in social. And honestly, we could, even if we wanted to, we could probably just up social altogether, because basically when dialogue ratings are equal, the winner is determined based off of a roll. This just gives us better rolls. And I'll give us 1 of each there. I think that's kind of how we do this. So, yeah, I like it. And again, yep, blink, cool. Cool. I'm all good there. This is our prince.
Hazel. Dawson. Come in, MM.
I think he's a gangrel.
I wanted to have a word with you.
What can I do for you?
I'm glad you're here. It's been a long time since we last saw each other. Tell me, where were you tonight?
Like everybody else, I suppose. At home, getting ready for the party.
How fortunate you weren't running early.
Why? What's happened?
You know what the code red means. There was a breach. This is intolerable. These agreements were supposed to celebrate the power of my court. Instead, I've been made to look a fool in the eyes of my allies. We'll have to increase our diplomatic efforts with the warlocks. Send new emissaries to Osborne.
What's that got to do with me?
Don't you worry about that for now. We have more urgent matters to attend to. We bring Journey to me.
What do you want with her?
I have a few questions I need to ask her. If mistakes were made, I need to know what happened. I'm sure that your friend will have a lot to tell me.
She hasn't done anything. Hazel.
I'll be the judge of that.
Yes, my prince. I'll be right back.
I didn't bring you here just for that. I have something to offer you.
I'm listening.
It's about the Primogen Council. You know everyone who's in it. Beryl, Richard, Hilda. Their support was much appreciated after the disappearance of the previous prince.
Quentin King.
But now, they've become an obstacle. It's been going on for months. They systematically oppose everything that I do. It must stop now.
That's nothing new. That's rule number 1 of all the Primogen. The contrary would be worrisome.
That's what I thought too. But after tonight, well, I wonder. The Camarilla has faced many challenges in the past few years. Many of our strongholds have fallen. I won't let Boston suffer the same fate. But for that, I need loyal allies. Also, how would you like a spot in the Primogen?
What?
You've always taken care of your community, without ever asking for anything in return. It might be time you took a leading role in the community's affairs.
Hilda won't let you do it. She'll never see me as her equal. Being seated next to her child? She'll feel humiliated.
I'm her prince. She will obey me.
She's not gonna like it.
I don't care. What I'm offering is much bigger than all that. What do you think?
I don't know. I need to think about it.
Time is of the essence. You're a businesswoman, I know you'll be up to it. But we'll talk about it again soon. In the meantime...
I know. Jay, I'm going to go see Sylvia first. I need to clear my head.
Do it. You won't be able to hunt tonight. It's better to be prepared. Bring me Journey.
I will.
I have the utmost confidence in you, Do not fail me.
You can count on me. What the hell is going on?
I'm happy to see you in one piece.
Hey, Sil. I'd like some refreshment, please.
Of course, I'll get you a glass.
I was thinking more like a vessel.
Oh, serve yourself. But try not to damage them, okay? They're all I've got left in stock.
I get it, I'll be careful.
I'm right here if you need anything else.
A safe zone is where no one can see you feed. Only one prey may be sent to a safe zone at a time.
From anyone.
Do you think that...
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. We're not the only ones freaking out. Look around. Exactly. We've got to keep our wits about us. Got it? Yeah.
Follow me.
Yes, ma'am.
Some kindred going to feed. Yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Feeding from humans or kind is very common. Cool. I can isolate my prey. Chomp, chomp, chomp. And I have found another one. Let's take the lovely lady.
So, now's not the time to make waves.
Do you need me? Come with me. There. Yes.
Just a little vampire persuasion. The kiss. To charm or subdue their prey and satisfy their hunger. You can control the amount of blood you take. Press and hold the button to increase the amount of hunger eliminated. If you do not press the button, or if you don't release it before the bar is full, the prey will die, drained of its blood. Killing prey increases suspicion. Some prey will resonate. If prey survives, you may feed them on a second time. However, this will cause it to die and increase suspicion. So, she gets to just sleep.
Absolutely divine.
All right, Jay. Where are you hiding?
Then there are the palaces, the mosaics, the gardens.
What a shitty night.
Do you think the code red will last much longer?
I hope not. The faster I get out of here, the better.
Always finds a
What?
way.
And Mem Lewis, the Black Rattler's Rose, is afraid of a handful of politicians?
God, no.
Fine. Let me know if I can do anything for you.
I'm supposed to find Jay. Do you know if she's done talking to April?
Huh. Good question. I saw her earlier, but she wasn't with Miss Bosley. She went into that alcove on your right, but that was a while ago.
Thanks.
You might want to avoid hanging around with her, you know? I've heard stuff about her.
I know, and it's not true. She didn't do anything, all right?
Fine. Sorry. Did you need anything else?
Miss Iverson has the top floor all to herself.
Yes, that's where she's got her office for hearings, as well as her personal quarters. Miss Bosley is the only one who has access to them.
I heard the prince put together a surveillance unit.
Yeah, the cave. Mr. Leto and his team spend their nights there. It's just below us. But don't even think about going down there. It's only for sewer rats.
Nosferatu.
Thanks for the vessel.
My pleasure. Come back anytime you want.
I will say that I personally am not a fan of how the Nosferatu are treated because they're awesome.
Hey, Abby.
Hey, Mem. It's been a while. Can I help you?
I've got to talk to Jay. You haven't seen her, have you?
No. You should ask April.
It's a good idea. Thanks for the advice. Do you still work for April?
Well, aren't you rude? My loyalty is with the court.
Seems like Bosley's beating you around by the nose, though.
She's got some extra responsibilities, sure, but that's it. I have my own agenda.
Mm-hmm. I'm not surprised. I've got stuff to do. See you later. I know that perfume. Jay. That's Jay's scarf. Where did you go, Jay?
Follow your nose wherever it goes.
I'm sorry about before. I'm just a little edgy tonight.
I know. This isn't the first time we've gotten in a fight over nothing. Your child, Imani. She was there. Still no news?
No. Radio silence.
And Hazel refuses to talk to me.
I spent months kowtowing to those Hartford assholes for this agreement. If she has the info, now's not the time to hold it back.
These Hartford guys. How well do you know them?
Well enough. I won't let things end like that.
I'm looking for Journey. Have you seen her?
No, I'm sorry. I assume you've already tried her office?
You told me you knew the Hartford Warlocks well.
Yeah, some of them.
I was in touch with their representative, Deneb. He was supposed to replace me on the council.
You're leaving us?
Not really. It's part of the agreement with the Chantry. Deneb and I were supposed to switch places.
Why was Hazel doing business with them?
She had plans for the blood market in the region. We were meant to be in charge of supplying high-quality blood. They were supposed to take care of stabilizing it, or try at least.
That's nuts. Has anyone ever tried it before?
Never. That's why I'm worried. I don't give a shit about Hartford, but this project is really important.
I understand. Well, I'll leave you to it. I've got to find Jay.
If I see Journey, I'll tell her you're looking for her.
So the problem that a lot of Kindred, especially in Modern Knights, have is that
Zori's ears must be burning.
ooh, she's cheating on her sire. What a bitch.
Did you want something, perhaps?
You haven't seen Journey, have you?
She's not here. It would be a shame if you've showed up too late.
Oh, right. I forgot to... Damn it.
Watch it, Beryl.
What? Should I be afraid? Have you got a monster up your sleeve? You never learn, do you?
Why, you goddamn...
I'm in a whole different league, my dear. You would do well to pack up your threats and march right back to where you belong before I run out of patience.
Good evening, Miss Lu.
Shufeng, that's right.
Call me that, please. Did you come with Caleb?
Yes, but he's so very busy.
You didn't happen to see Journey, did you?
I'm sorry. I don't know everyone's names yet.
Kelton and Lazarus.
This can't be happening. I swear, she was standing there, playing me for a sucker, pretending she just happened to be in the archives.
And what did you say to her?
I played dumb. I said, as you like, Miss Abigail Downey, and I left.
What did she take?
A page from a file about an old party that she tore out.
But why would she need that? Why now?
I wonder.
Juicy gossip. I found the guest list for the unification party. It's such a party.
I hope you didn't forget anything, Jay.
Some of these photos come like straight out of the artwork for the books.
Zakala saw. Jay always got along well with her sire. Lucky bitch.
Lucky batch.
Her last message to Abigail. The file. I wonder where they put it. That could be of interest to me. This paper must be from the archives. It's pretty old. Battery's dead.
Also, apparently, it doesn't burn well.
Oh, I'm playing with fire. If someone spots me.
Ooh. Ooh, fun, fun, fun. Who knows what kind of mischief we're gonna get up to.
I've gotta hurry. I'm not supposed to be here. These books are gorgeous. Lazarus must have paid a fortune for them.
Yeah.
What were you doing in the archive? A file about a party from a few years ago. It's the attorney asked Page 3 was torn out. There are traces of blue ink on page 2.
Follow the blue! Follow the blue! Everybody likes blue.
This paper must be from the archives. It's pretty old. This is the connection between the email and the file from the archives. Journey asked Abigail to meet her in an alcove at the bar.
Dun dun dun!
Abigail, we've gotta talk.
Abigail, Abigail, jiggity jig. Abigail, Abigail, jiggity jig. Oh, hey. That's right, I can get a vessel. Hey, you. Bitch.
Come on. It won't take long.
Going.
Yeah, sippy sip. Everybody like a like a sip. She got her some sip. For those of you who understand that reference, you're awesome. Oh, Miss Lady.
I told you I was looking for Jay earlier. And I found the note she left you. I wonder what April would say if I showed it to her.
You went through my stuff?
Is that all you're worried about?
No. It wasn't personal. Journey was in a panic. She asked me for the pass to get into Jar's apartment.
Did she say why?
Only that she was looking for evidence. I didn't really get it. Let's keep this between us, alright? April's got other fish to fry.
I'll see about that. I'm going to find her. Jar's apartment. That's on the Primogen floor. What was Jay looking for up there? Took the elevator to get here.
Open up, bitch.
Oh, you again. What do you want?
April, have you seen Jay anywhere?
You can't let her out of your sight for 2 seconds.
The prince sent me to get her.
I can't discuss that with you.
Come on, she works for you. You know her.
Having friends is the best way to lose your head. You're going to have to swim without my help.
You can tell me. My lips are sealed.
Only way I can make sure you don't talk is to keep my own lips sealed.
Ooh.
Not that I think in a million years this is what happened, but what if Jay messed up somehow? What would happen to her?
Depends on the mistake. And how bad the consequences were. At best, the prince will be mad. At worst,
Destruction?
yeah, there's a good chance of that.
Fine. I won't insist. If you see her, tell her I'm looking for her.
Yeah, sure.
What attitude? It's a good thing I was careful earlier.
I'm tired of waiting.
Oh, great. My shadow. A book about alchemy? That's a weird thing to keep. Notes from the Convention of Thorns.
The Convention of Thorns is the last meeting that was held between the leaders of the Camarilla at that point. The Meeting of Thorns eventually is what happened. The Meeting of Thorns is the last meeting that was held, and it is where the Anarchs basically declared their independence from the Camarilla by killing a lot of people.
So, what exactly did Hazel want with you?
She asked me to go and fetch Journey.
Ah,
So, you think this is gonna get ugly too?
how is Hazel?
She asked a lot of questions. She was a little paranoid.
She's losing her grip. Be careful.
Why are you telling me this?
This is the first time you've ever been involved in a court intrigue. Up until this instant, I've handled things for you.
And that was fine by me.
If the prince is under pressure, choose your words carefully.
I hate the court. I've gotta go. I've got stuff to do.
Be careful.
So that's another thing. Just make sure you explore everywhere you want to before you go into certain points. Because they're story locked.
The door is locked.
No fucking way. Shit.
So this
What?
is where you've been.
Oh, Jesus, it's you. You scared the shit out of me. How did you find me?
You're really bad at covering your tracks.
Are you alone?
What the hell is going on?
Shit, Mem. It's a fucking nightmare. The code red is definitely because of the party. April told me Hazel was gunning for me. She thinks I'm responsible for this shit show.
So you're hiding in Rory's room?
I'm looking for evidence. I saw that Jara had the file on the party. It's got all the contracts and stuff in it that will prove I did my job right. But I can't find them. It was my only shot to defend myself against her. I did everything right, Mem. I was the one who rented the place. Same as always. Rooftop, away from prying eyes. I met with Richard to organize the vessels. I arranged for limos to be sent for the Hartford Chantry. I went through the same secure limo agency as usual. They're ours, so there's no risk. What the hell could have gone wrong?
I don't know. But there's no time to think about it. Hazel wants to see you.
And she asked you?
It's gonna be fine, Jay. I'm sure you can explain everything.
I'm scared, Mem.
Don't worry about anything. I'm here.
I'll follow you.
Alright, so that was MM, the rebellious little rose. She's a fun character, definitely a great way to play the game. Leisha is our next gal. She's gonna be a lot of fun too, because well, they have a tendency of being fun. You'll want to focus on our mental skills. So, I'm just gonna free blow this again. So we want to do. We want our knowledge and some exploration. So, and we also want to boost our aspects. So mental will add here. Alrighty. I like it.
Leisha, it's good to see you.
Be good, sweetie.
How was your reunion with Halsey?
Thank you, Hazel. Your gift was wonderful. You shouldn't have troubled.
You're welcome. We should never have kept you apart for this long.
Good evening, Delsin.
Good evening, Leisha.
How are you feeling?
I feel great. Better and better since I got my little sugar fangs back.
Wonderful.
I haven't seen Richard yet. Does he know I've been released from the Institute?
No, I'm the prince. It was my decision. He is your psychiatrist, but you don't need his permission for everything.
He wasn't at the party, was he?
I'm searching for everyone who's still missing. Don't worry about him.
Thank you.
Leisha, I know I can be frank with you. For 4 years, I have been working to heal the city's wounds. You've already helped me avoid traps in the past.
That was a long time ago, you know? I can barely...
You've helped me to foil conspiracies, make the right decisions for the domain. You're not like the other children of Malkav. Quentin King knew that.
The Mad King. I remember, yeah.
I had you released from the Institute because your premonitions are the most detailed, the most accurate. I wanted them to help me understand the Chantry's hand more clearly before we signed our agreement with them. But this alert changes everything. I need to understand what's just happened. Did you sense anything, possibly about what happened tonight?
I saw images, but they had nothing to do with this party. It didn't make any sense. It was a long, white hallway.
It's a little early for sure, but it's a good start.
I'm sorry, I can't be of more help.
Don't be sorry. There's something else you can do for me. Your discretion can still be of use to me. I need to be sure that none of the members of my council are going to take advantage of the situation. You and Delsin are the only two people I trust entirely. The members of the council have their council lodgings here. It gives them the impression that they have power, and it means I can keep an eye on them. I'm going to give you the key. Go and see if you find anything that could make me doubt their loyalty. Anything that might make me think there's something in the works.
All right.
Miss Drury burned the midnight oil to make sure this event was secret. I imagine there might be some evidence in the information she gathered. I need it.
All right, consider it done.
You've never disappointed me, Leisha. Please don't start today. Until then, I hope to have found more information. But above all, don't share what we've discussed with anyone. I don't need more gossip.
Can I take Halsey with me?
Of course.
All right then. I'll be right back.
That little cloud you're seeing is what happens when a kindred obfuscates.
Shit. They're gone.
Mom, I'm going to Richard's to see if he has my teddy.
Okay.
Come and find me when you're done.
Let's see if Hazel was right. Did Jara leave anything behind?
All right, and I'm actually going to pause it here, mostly because I did work my other job tonight, and to kind of give you a veil behind the curtain. You know, I get tired, just pure and simple. However, also I want these to be more digestible, so that way I'm not just running on and on and on and on and on. So we will begin next session with the Leisha storyline. It will probably be Thursday night. I stream because I have nothing. I don't have the game night at my house, so next Thursday night we will stream. I will also probably stream Leisha, then end the recording, take a quick break, and then start up again. But anyway, guys, I'm glad to be jumping back into this, and I will be talking more and more about the Camarilla, about different vampires, etc., as we go through this game. But I want to thank you all so very much for watching. I couldn't do this without you. Thank you to my Patreon members. Really, I mean, you guys are the ones who make all of these things possible. Even though I am still small on my Patreon, I still value it, and honestly, you guys are fantastic. So again, thank you all so very, very much. I could not do it without you, and I would like to thank them, as I do. So please allow me to thank Mr. Riker Alcoholic and Mr. Grant Gangle at the $15 level for Species Collectors. I hope you guys have enjoyed the Elemental Tieflings now that I released them, because I do make D&D content on my Patreon. Also, allow me to thank Mr. 11th and Mr. Mighty Snowfish at the 25 DM tier. I hope you guys are enjoying it, and I certainly hope that you guys have been enjoying the custom content that you've asked for. And really, guys, even if all you do is share my YouTube channel and share more things about me, honestly, that'd be more than enough, and I'm eternally grateful. I will be putting my Patreon link in the chat. Of course, I will also be posting it on the YouTube video. And yeah. But again, guys, thanks for joining me for Vampire the Masquerade Swansong. Next time will be a little bit longer. We'll be doing a double session. We'll plan for Thursday evening. So yeah, it'll be a ton of fun. Anyway, guys, I'll